Hey everybody, welcome back to Talk Your Model Reality, where I'm sitting here with my girl Darcy, and we have something great for you guys in this episode where we are kind of knocking out and debunking some model myths. And we're also going to give you some hacks and tricks that have really helped us within our modeling career.
So our first myth, this is one that we hear all the time, is that everybody thinks that you have to be tall and skinny to be a model.
Oh, that is a total myth.
Total myth. Not true.
Honestly, look at how beautiful the modeling and fashion industry is right now.
Oh, yeah. The diversity has expanded so much. I mean, back in the day, it's like, yes, they had a very strict, you must be this tall, you must be this size.
Absolutely.
You must be this skin tone, hair color. Like, it was very strict, very boring.
Mm-hmm. And that's because we've built a lot of the United States fashion based off of European fashion.
Yes.
And a lot of their standards, as you may know, are very black and white, you know, very like, we stick to this.
Yeah, you fit in or you don't.
Like, yes, you're in it or you're out.
Mm-hmm.
And there was, you know, I think just kind of a culture of maybe even like anorexic and bulimic that trickled all the way down into the fashion industry. It was very trendy to be thin and small and, you know, just lean. And the models were, you know, 6 foot, you know, maybe 1 or 2. And that was just like the natural European like look that we have adapted.
Yes.
That's not the case anymore.
No, it's not realistic.
You can be on the runway and be 5'3".
Yes.
You can be on the runway and have hips and curves and be blessed, you know?
Yes.
And it's just such a really nice thing to know that like the industry has significantly changed.
Yeah. And I think that too, a big part of that is fashion is becoming more relatable. Mm-hmm. I mean, if you're trying to sell garments, don't you want to appeal to all your different audiences instead of just a tall 6 foot, really skinny person?
Yeah. I mean,
the actual population of that body type is like this big, right?
Well, me personally, when I go shopping, all of the sizes of mine are actually gone. And there's a significant amount of, you know, a certain size that's still there. It's because they think that the standard is XYZ, when in actuality, there's so many shapes and sizes. And, you know, I mean, shopping at like Old Navy or, you know, stores like Fabletics and a lot of places have really updated even their mannequins to reflect like real bodies. Yeah. You know, that's not just body shape, that's like texture. Like, it's normal to have cellulite. Guys.
Oh, yeah.
Did you forget? Like,
hello.
You have, even if you didn't have a kid, it's normal to have blemishes and things like that. So tall and skinny, we need to debunk all of that myth completely. Throw it out. You can be a model and be any shape, size, ethnicity,
height. You name it.
Thing.
There's a place for you.
There's
a place for you in this industry.
Yes, absolutely. So what's number 2?
Myth number 2, I would say that I hear all the time, and I so wish this was true, but it's not. We don't get to keep the clothes from the jobs that we do.
No, absolutely
We don't
not.
get to keep the shoes. We don't get to keep any of the jewelry. We don't. We get to wear it, and then as soon as the job's over, give it back.
Now, I can't tell you how many times I've actually bought something off of myself.
Yes.
But,
Same.
you know, these are professional artists, designers, and things that have trusted us with their precious jewels. They need that back to sell. They need that back to, you know, promote. And
a lot of times, especially for runway and magazine editorials, if it's from a designer, because they're showing the season ahead, right?
Absolutely.
So a lot of times that garment that you're wearing is the only one at that given point in time.
Yeah, they haven't hit manufacturing.
Yeah, they haven't even started manufacturing yet. So that one garment needs to be worn on the runway, in a magazine, when, you know, you name it. So you don't get to keep it because they need to give it to somebody else to wear for the next photo shoot.
And they snatch it back too.
Oh yeah, they do.
Like, that is my precious, you know.
You're wearing my earrings.
Thank you. My stuff. Yeah, definitely. So, okay, let me do number 3 because I'm really passionate about this. Models live a superficial lifestyle.
No.
Hello? Where did you get this idea? Like television and reality TV? We're real people. We wake up, eat, sleep, we get tired, we get frustrated, we get excited and passionate about certain projects, and then we have to go home and face a reality of, in your case, a couple dogs and a kiddo.
Yeah.
In my case, I have, a little kiddo too. So
Yeah, you got to wake up the next day and go to your regular
9
job.
to 5.
Yeah.
Like, we are real people. And, as glam and as beautiful as our images are, to be honest, like, we go through the same thing as other people. Yeah. And, mental health is like a really big thing that, models have capitalized on ourselves, is taking care of our mental and emotional side. And like models aren't just robots. We have emotions and feelings. Like you said earlier, like, I need a break too. Like, we all need breaks. And
and of course, we're going to post the glam on social media just because it's fun. That part's fun. But then at the end of the day, the makeup comes off and we go home to our regular life.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I love that. Okay, number 4.
Number 4 is that we are rolling in the money.
Like, I've seen a nice couple checks. Don't get me wrong.
But especially kind of depending on your market, I mean, a lot of the jobs you end up doing, even for magazines, are unpaid.
Unpaid,
it's just a reality.
Great exposure.
Yes.
And we choose those battles.
It's a balance.
We pick and choose. This is a 100%, unpaid project.
Yeah.
But I'm getting a lunch and I'm meeting some really cool people. And this is going to show.
It's going to be great for your portfolio.
Yeah. This is going to show in a great market, or, I'm going to be seen in different places. So I'm going to take it. Now, another thing that a lot of people don't know is models actually don't get paid right out of the bat.
No.
You don't walk away with a check.
Nope.
There can be anywhere from 30 to 120 day window.
Yes. Before you get that check.
Money.
Yeah.
And they take their taxes.
Yeah, they
hopefully
do.
You're doing tax exempt. If you don't, you got to save that money. But, they take their, Uncle Sam is looking at you like.
And your agent's taking their cut too.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
You're not walking away with that full amount that you think you might be walking away with.
Absolutely. Or like if you're deciding to do a fashion show in another state or a different market, you got to pay for that flight ahead of advance a lot of times.
Yeah.
So
because especially for fashion shows, they're not going to cover your hotel or anything like that. That's coming out of your pocket. So sometimes it costs more money to get you there than it does when you're actually making from the job.
Yeah. Stay tuned. We're going to do an episode on like money, taxes, and all the financial stuff behind modeling and acting. But as of right now, just know that, if I was a millionaire, I would have a jet. Like, if I was a billionaire, I would have made it by now. I'd probably
there's
stop modeling.
The top models like, Giselle, Tyra, all the supermodels that you see, they're a very small bunch. The rest of us are not making that kind of money.
Yeah, it's a slim window. And
it is.
It's a glam lifestyle. And, I would love to be on that level at some point.
Yeah.
But as of right now, honey, like, don't let me say, like, anything beyond the truth. We don't always make a huge check on every single job.
Well, especially in the Midwest market. I mean, most of us models, even when we're working regularly, we have that 9 to 5 or part-time. That's actually paying our bills.
Yeah, absolutely. We got to keep the regular stream of income going while we have fun. So, yes, that is the 4th myth. So the 5th myth is that we get everything for free. I'm sorry, that's not the case.
That'd be nice.
I would love that.
Yeah.
But in this particular case, I don't know. I feel like a lot of the people are expecting us to have all of our closet built based off of all the collabs that we've done.
Clothes, makeup, all that stuff. I mean, we pay for that.
Yeah.
That's all out of your own pocket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Photo shoots, we have to pay for shoots sometimes.
Yeah.
Like,
pay for that portfolio.
Yeah, exactly. So it's money coming out of your own pocket. Sorry.
Yes. Sorry. And you can eventually pay yourself back if the check
if it's good enough. Yeah.
But no, I don't get to keep those shoes, unfortunately.
Yeah, right. Another very common myth is we are not just clothes hangers. Like, I mean, especially on set, on a job, a lot of times like, oh, she's the model, she's fine. She doesn't need to take that break. She doesn't need to get a drink of water. She doesn't need lunch. She's fine. She'll just keep working. No.
I need to breathe.
I need a fresh air. I need a break. I need
to check on my kid
for a second. Yeah. I mean, a lot of times I feel like models are just glorified coat hangers. They just we're just there to show off the clothing, but we're real people behind all that. You know, we have our feelings too.
That leads to the next myth, girl. We are not dumb. A lot of us are college educated or have real life experience. And, you know, like it may seem like there is some conceptualized idea that we're just here to be pretty. But in actuality, we are intellectual beings and we've networked with a lot of the most amazing people in the industry. And who's going to tell me that I don't speak Japanese? Like I know foreign languages just as much as, you know, anybody else. I can do anything and, you know, make all of my dreams come true just as much as the next person. But because I'm a model, supposedly I'm dumb. Or
just stand there and look pretty. Right?
Yeah.
Oh,
no.
That's so irritating.
I have a voice.
Yes. I don't know what I'm talking about. Thank you.
Yeah, that was cute. I like that. Okay. So for the most part, we've covered tall and skinny, that you get to keep the clothes.
I wish.
That you live a superficial lifestyle and you're some sort of robot, that we make a ton of money, that we get everything for free.
No. I wish.
That we're dumb and that we're just clothes hangers. I mean, honestly, I think that a lot of those things are built off of like television and movies, and we gotta throw that out the window.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. We're real people, just like anyone else. And modeling is a job. It's a business. We're just there to do our work too. Yeah. So
absolutely. Yeah. Trying to get money.
Yep. Right.
Okay, so let's get into some of the model hacks because you and I, we've been in the industry long enough to know not to do this, to always bring this. Like, let's break it down for them really quick. So the kind of common denominator between actors and models and anybody who's in the industry should know to bring a strong model bag.
Yes. Pack everything in it. Even if you don't even use it for your shoot, have it. I mean,
that goes all the way from shoes and undergarments to, for me, I have a personal like nail kit just in case something gets messed up with a dark color, light color, cuticle clippers, cuticle oil, and all that fun stuff.
Yeah, you never know. I always too in my bag, even if all the wardrobe's provided, kind of like Mariah said, make sure you bring your own shoes just in case. What if what they provide you doesn't fit? Your own undergarments, different varieties of those undergarments, just nude, blacks, whites, all of the colors.
Strapless,
sports
style.
Yes, all of them, just because you don't know what garments they're going to put on you. And then always have your own hair and makeup tools. Like that's a huge one. I remember showing up for one runway show before. Obviously, hair and makeup was supposed to be provided. Well, neither team showed up.
Oh,
so
yep, I've been there before. Yeah, I had to do my own makeup a couple of times now that I think about it.
And so like, had I not just been prepared and bring my own kit, which some models weren't. And I'm sorry, I'm not sharing my makeup. No. And so they just had to walk the runway literally with no makeup.
That's scary. Yeah. That's a nightmare.
No. Be prepared. Have a good model bag.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And in your model bag, you and I, we talked about this a little bit before. The shoe grips, lifesavers.
They are.
Get in your model bag, toe grips, foot non-slip things. I personally don't like the plasticky silicone ones. I like the ones that have a little bit like more texture to them.
Yeah.
They almost feel like a cloth. Yeah, but I need something that will help for my sweaty feet. Okay.
I hear you though.
Yeah, I need something to give me a little resistance. And then another model hack, as far as the shoes go, I actually scratch up the bottom of my heels.
Yes, I do the same.
Because we practice in them and they might get dust or slippery or the floor maybe whatever that day. So I take a key and I kind of do some slashes.
I've used sandpaper.
Sandpaper's good.
Rough up the bottoms of your shoes.
And then I put hairspray on the bottom of my shoe and air it just before I go, so it makes it nice and
tacky. So one hack that I have, I actually think I might have them on these shoes. If you see this little guy right here, I don't know how pretty my shoe looks right now.
It's okay, it's okay.
But this is a lifesaver. Absolute lifesaver. Yeah. I stick them on the bottom of all my shoes. And I'm always very sad if a designer provides me shoes, especially for a runway that I have to wear that aren't mine, because they're usually pretty slick. Yeah. So get those things, rough up the bottom of your shoes so you don't bust it on the runway.
Yes. And then what about like tapes and things like that. Like in my model bag, I know I use double-sided tape as a fashion adhesive, something that doesn't ruin the garments, but also provides like some support.
Yeah, the double-sided fashion tape is huge. Always check with your designer before sticking it on your garments, just in case it's a fabric that can't have that. But that would be a lifesaver, especially if you have something that might slip or show.
I've been there before.
Yeah. A huge hack that I like to use is to help prevent blisters or protect blisters that you're getting, especially during show season, and you're wearing a bunch of different styles of shoes and you're on your feet all day. If it starts to rub, that kinesiology tape.
Yeah.
Just like, you can get a whole roll of it for really cheap, and then you just cut a little piece off and cover where that shoe is rubbing, and it will save your skin. And it comes in all different skin tone colors too. Yeah. So it's not as obvious as like a Band-Aid or something might be.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
That actually reminds me of a specific time. A girl had cut herself and got blood on her garment. And I don't know if you guys know this, but this is one of my absolute favorite life hacks, honestly. Spit oxidizes the blood and helps it remove more quickly with cold water. And that's how we ended up, like, of course, asking permission. Like, can we spit on this garment to get the blood out?
Spit on this?
But yeah, it was very apparent where she was going to be on the runway. Like, you would see it. And so we were just kind of spitting on the garment to get it out, like a couple minutes before it was time to go, the curtains and stuff. So
you do what you got to do.
Do what you got to do sometimes, for sure.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Another hack too, to help prevent getting makeup on your garments. So because obviously before you get into your garment, you've had your hair and makeup done. To protect that garment from getting makeup on it when you're pulling it over your head, use a scarf to just put over your face.
Yeah. Or a scarf or a t-shirt even.
Yes, I like to use, you know how like when you get a handbag and it comes in a little duster bag? It's like this. It's the nice silk, it's breathable. Dude, that's my favorite thing. You just pop it on over your head and then you can put the garment on over your face without transferring that makeup on.
Yeah. That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a big one. We should show that like in a little demo.
You look absolutely crazy.
Yeah.
But, you're saving the garment from rubbing all down your whole face. So
yeah, model hack as well. I've seen a lot of girls want their body to glisten and glow before they get on the runway. Please don't put glitter and body oils on yourself before getting in someone's garments.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, no. Especially oil or an oil-based lotion.
Yeah. Don't go and like put a bunch more makeup on while you're in your garment. Like we should know these things, but I'm saying them because stuff happens.
Yes,
and I've seen some scary situations where I'm like, what is that on you?
Stop.
She's like, I went to the bathroom. I'm like, oh gosh. No, you don't want to ruin like the whole setup and vibe. So definitely be careful and mindful of like the garments and what we do in them and everything.
Yeah.
I love to bring a steamer.
Yes. That's a big one too. I don't know why, for some reason, most photography studios don't have them. And if you're working with a stylist, a lot of times they come prepared and have one, but just in case the stylist forgot theirs or there is no stylist, you're the stylist. Definitely bring along a steamer.
Yep. It'll save a life. They're really cheap on Amazon.
They are so cheap. And you can get little small ones.
Yeah.
Travel well.
Easy to travel.
Yeah.
Love that. I love something as simple as like bringing my own blankets and pillows sometimes if I know I'm going to be at a runway show that's going to be a while.
Yes.
Some form of entertainment as well as your chargers.
Yes, the portable phone chargers. Yeah. Those are lifesavers.
Absolutely. Yeah. Snack baggies and all of the things are in my model bag for sure.
So there you have it. We have debunked some major model myths and given you some good tips and tricks and hacks to help you on your next booking. Hope that helped. We would love to hear any from you if you have some, so don't be afraid to give us a shout and write in on that. Hope that helped you out. Thank you.
Thanks for watching.